Hello and welcome back to Python RPA. In today's lesson, we will review the Get Sheets, Add Sheet, Remove Sheet, and Save Data activity cards for the Excel files. Well, let's get started. Let's review the following four cards: Get Sheet, Add Sheet, Remove Sheet, Save Data. The Get Sheet activity gets a list of sheets in an Excel file. Add Sheet adds a new sheet. Remove Sheet removes a sheet from a file. Save Data saves data either in the old file or the new file, depending on the name of the file and the specified directory. Let's use these four cards in an example. This bot uses all four cards. In the beginning, we select a file called username.xlsx, which only has one sheet called username. We then get a list of sheets from the file, then add a new sheet called test. Then we save it as a new file called addsheet.xlsx in the same directory. Then we check if the sheet was in fact created by using the getSheet card again. Then we remove the sheet called test, which we have previously added, and save the file as removesheet.xlsx, and then check to see if the sheet was in fact removed. Let's start the bot. As we can see in the logs, at first we received a list of one sheet called username. Then we add a sheet, save the file as a new one. Then we get a new list of sheets with a new one called test. Then we remove the sheet, save the file as a new one, and then check the list to make sure the sheet was in fact removed. Let's now check the Excel files to see if the sheet was added or removed. The file addsheet.xlsx has a new sheet called test. The removesheet.xlsx has it removed. Now we will take a closer look at the cards we have reviewed: the Get Sheets, Add Sheet, Remove Sheet, and Save Data. The Get Sheet activity returns a list of sheets in an Excel file. Get Sheets has the same parameters as the Get Data card we reviewed previously: file path, delimiter, inheritance, error actions, and delay. Add Sheet adds a new sheet to an Excel file. The name of the new sheet is entered into the field called Sheet Name. Remove Sheet deletes an existing sheet. Both sheet name fields in the card have to have the same name. In other words, the name of the sheet we want to remove. Otherwise, the bot will generate an error. The other parameters are the same as in other cards. Save Data is required to save data to a new file. Add Sheet and Remove Sheet cards do not save changes. Therefore, we have to connect them with the Save Data card. This card has new parameters like Select Directory and New File. Select Directory is a folder where the file will be saved. New File contains the name of the new file. Let's use an example and see how the card works. Let's connect it to the Start card and select the file called username.xlsx and leave the other parameters unfilled. Let's start the bot. The result of the card's work is a list of sheet names from the selected Excel file. It coincides with the names in the file itself, username and sheet 1. Let's add the Add Sheet card. And we use the inherit function. Check the checkbox. Make sure the ID selected coincides with the ID of the Get Sheets card. The parameter sheet name is the name of the sheet we want to create. Let's call it test. Now we have to save changes before we start the bot. Therefore, we use the Save Data card. We inherit the parameters here as well. The Select Directory and the New File field specify the path of the new file. We choose the folder to save the file to, add the file name. Let's make it addsheet.xlsx, for example. Now let's add the Get Sheets card for the new file. Let's select the file in the list and leave the other parameters unchanged. Let's run the bot. The cards Add Sheet and Save Data always return none in the logs. And as we can see, the last Get Sheets card gave us a list of 3 sheet names instead of 2. If we open the Excel file, we will find the same sheet names. The test sheet is present there. Let's check the Remove Sheet card now. We connect it to the Save Data or Get Sheets card, and we use the inheritance function. The sheet name is the name of the sheet we want to remove. Let's make it test. We'll leave error actions blank. We use the Save Data card to save changes. We inherit parameters from the second Get Sheets card. We select a directory, and the new file name will be removesheet.xlsx. And let's start the bot. The Remove Sheet activity returns none in the logs if no errors occur. Let's check the file itself. As we can see, the file has only 2 sheets. The sheet test was removed. Great! Let's review the lesson. The Get Sheets activity card gets a list of sheets in a file. The Add Sheet activity cards adds a sheet to a file. The Remove Sheet activity card removes a sheet from a file, and the Save Data card saves changes. Well, thank you for watching this video, and come back for more lessons on Python RPA.